In the previous videos, we had covered file, which are all the options available under file. Then we have covered the home ribbon button, and also we have covered the various options which are available under insert button. Now let us get into the design. So what is mean by design? We are going to cover which are all the options available under design. So design means, for example, you have a presentation, right? This is a presentation. If you remember, we have created the importance of communication using ChatGPT and designer, right? So I would like to change my entire PowerPoint presentation theme. So under design tab, we have themes and we have variants. So let me select any theme. If I select this theme, if you see here, my entire slides got changed to adjust to the theme which I would like to have it. In case if you like it, you can go with it, and if you wanted to make any further changes, you can select it. So there are various themes. By default, we'll have a office theme, so which is we will have. If you wanted to change it to the different themes based on your requirement or customization, you can select it. If you see here, so let me go back to the normal theme, and I can choose whichever the theme. In case if you wanted to save this theme, for example, uh, you like this theme very much, if you wanted to save this theme, let me, or else your company would like to customize this particular theme, so I'll say, so I would like to save this theme. Okay, save current theme. So I can save it, so wherever I want, let me put it in the PowerPoint theme 1. So in the next presentation, so let me change it back, this my theme, back to normal. In case if you wanted to import that particular theme, there is an option called browse for theme. So if I select PowerPoint, there is a theme option, right? So that is how you can save theme and you can import the theme. So you may ask me, we have already here theme, right? What is the point in saving? So here I am trying to say, whenever you customize theme for your company, so some companies will have their standard slide theme, only that should be used. Okay, so in those cases you can save as a theme, then you can start importing and start using. Okay, so whichever the theme you want, you can use. Then variants. So variants means we have different color combinations, right? If you see here, whenever I select my text and text is changing, right? So whichever the color you want, violet, if I want violet to medium, based on your text and based on your presentation background, so you can select the whichever the variant of color you want. So by default we have a office variant, and in case if you wanted to change the what do you say, this one, see what is the difference between uh, changing in the home button here, font size. Okay, changing in the home button here, font size, font color, background, and what is the difference between changing here font color. See, if you change in the under home button, only for the selected text it will be changed. If I change it here for all my presentations, it will be changed. If you see here, for all my presentations it will be changed. So this is a, if you wanted to change something in all your presentations, if you see here, all your presentations, it will be changed. Go to the any presentation, I'm sure observe that how it is being changed. There is an another option called effects. So these are the effects how you would like to have it. For example, whenever you run a presentation, you would like to have slide coming from left or bottom or how you want. Okay, so let me select one of the option, glow edge. Okay, so this is for all the slides if you wanted to change it. So whenever I, okay, so that is how it is going to change it. So effects, and by default we have a office one. If you wanted to change, if you wanted to have extreme shadow, so that is again that will change the slide shadow color. If you see, right, that is how it looks. Next, background styles. So background styles, we have various background styles. If you wanted to choose any color, background color, if you wanted to have format background color, there are solid fill, we have gradient fill, we have picture or text fill, we have. For example, here you have, right, if you wanted to have some picture as a background, so let me select some company logo. Okay, let me select some company logo if I would like to have it as a background. So this is how you can insert it in background. Okay, so once you insert it, picture, we have inserted here picture, right? So if you wanted to make the transparency, like you can keep it as some kind of watermark or something like that, you can do that as well. You see here, see transparency, you can adjust, maybe I will say 80%. So I can see my text and it will show my company logo as a watermark from the backend. So here we have various options. If you wanted to apply to all, means once you click on apply to all, it will apply for the all the slides. Here if you see, it is been applied to the all the slides. Next option which we have, if you wanted to reset slides background, uh, since we have set, and if you wanted to reset back, you can do that as well. So these are the some options which are available under variants. Next, slide size. So slide size means if you wanted to change the slide size to 4:1 or 16.9, this is a by default size which we have. If you wanted to make it to the maximize or fit, this is how it looks like. Okay, that's up to you which size you would like to have it. So next option I wanted to show you, there is an option called click notes. So click notes means, so for example, this slide you wanted to explain something, right? So about this topic, okay, I would like to add some notes. Okay, if I add some notes, what happens whenever you present a presentation for if I connect it to the projector, for users, I mean the whomever you want, for audience it will show as a presenters, but you can see your notes for your references. Okay, that is the beauty of adding notes. Next, custom slide size. If you wanted to customize slide size, how you want landscape, okay, portrait, and if you wanted to have it width, okay, let me select this one as 30, this one as 25. Let us see how it looks like. Okay, maximize. See, this is how it's got changed. You wanted to change it back, yes, you can select it, standard, maximize. Okay, that's up to you how you want it to have. So format background, which we already discussed. So here we have various options. So solid fill we have, okay, grind fill we have, picture or texture, pattern fill we have, hide background graphics. If you see, if there are any graphics right in the background, if you wanted to hide them, you can hide them. And patterns, we have various patterns, how you would like to have it. And foreground, if you wanted to have with a different color, you can change it here. If you see here, that pattern color also will change. And background color, if you wanted to change any color, you can change it. You can select the various formats whichever you want. And if you wanted to apply these changes to all the slides, select apply to all. If you wanted to reset it back, so you can reset it back. So the whatever the changes you made, if you don't like it, you can reset it back. Next, designer, which we already discussed under home ribbon button. However, I will show you. For example, when I have some text, designer is a built-in artificial intelligence tool in the Microsoft PowerPoint. So whenever you have some presentation using the AI tool, you can design your presentation. It will show, click, if you click on designer, I think since we have only graph and there are various graphics and all, it is not showing anything. So let me select here designer. So it is going to suggest. See here, these are the some of the additional pictures have been inserted. And if you see introduction, so briefly introduce the topic and importance of the effective communication personnel. So if you see, there are some images have been inserted, and my designer is suggesting me to use. If I am fine with it, I can use it, or else you can select this one and you can change some, make some changes here, which I showed you yesterday. For example, instead of this image, I would like to have something, okay, introduction, right? So let me select introduction. Let me select some images for that. So introduction image, instead of that, I would like to have this image. So I can select, I can use the snipping tool and select, copy this image from here and select it in your presentation. Just Control plus V, so that will be replaced. So you can delete it and redo it as well. If you wanted to put your photo or whatever the pic you want, you can happily insert it. So that is how you can edit it. So these are the some beautiful options which are available under design tab. So next, transition. So transition, so what is transition and why do we use transition, and what is the point of using transition? For example, whenever I run my presentation, so let me go and slideshow. Whenever I click on presentation, if I see, if I click on it, my slides are just normally moving it, right? So instead of moving it normally, I would like to, should come from left or should come from bottom or should come from top, how my slides can come. So I would like to show you. So let me put, so let us select transitions for each slide. I would like to have like this, okay. Then second slide, let me select this option, and third slide, let me select this option. For fourth slide, I would like to have like this, and fifth slide, I would like to have split. Sixth slide, reveal, and seventh slide, cut, and eighth slide, let me select random bars. So for each and every slide, how many seconds you want, this duration also you can set it. In case if I would like to add, whenever my slide is moving, I would like to add some sound as well. If I want, I can add it here. So there are sounds as well. So how many seconds? Let me put it 5 seconds. Okay, I just wanted to show you how it looks like. Okay, so 5 seconds. Let me select 5 seconds. So I have selected some sounds as well. So for this also, let me select some sounds. Let me select some random sounds. In case if you wanted to insert your own sounds, okay, other sounds, if you click on other sounds, you can import it your own sounds as well. So sounds means whenever you are in the present slide view mode, whenever you click, I'll show you how this will reflect. So let me click the presentation. Now you see, you will get one beep sound, right? So now you got one sound, and one slide, this slide is coming from bottom. Earlier it is just to. Now see here, we have various transitions which we have applied for our presentation, right? So this is how your data or slide will slowly move based on your requirement. You can add the transitions to your presentation, but you can also add your sound, and you can set the duration. So duration means by default we have 1 second. Whenever you click, I think somewhere for one slide we have put 5 seconds, right? So if I put 5 seconds, so what happens, that slide will slowly move. Okay, so for which slide we have put, I think this is a 5 seconds which we have put, right? So that is how it will slowly move. Next, other option, if we wanted to apply all, for example, I would like to have various options like my this one should come from fly through, something like that. If I wanted to apply these options to all the slides, select all the slides, you can apply to all. Okay, so if I go here and if I get into the slide show more, you see here for all the slides it is coming like this. So what I am trying to say, if you are comfortable with transition for one slide, then if you wanted to apply the same for all other slides, you can do that. So here if you see in out, okay, in we have in bounds as well. Here we could see say preview. Whenever I select, it is showing me the preview. Okay, so this is how it is going to project whenever you project your presentation. So if you do not want any sounds, by default you will not have any sounds. And if you wanted to use stop previous sound and there are applause. See, sometimes, for example, while you are presenting, you ask some question, right? If you ask some question, people would have answered. Then your answer would have been in the next slide. So for that, you can add the applause sound. So whenever you show the answers, you want applause sound. So that is how you can. Then advanced slide, if you wanted to move as one click, and if you can also set up default time. So for example, if I say 5 seconds, okay, so every 5 seconds your slide will move. Okay, let me select here, apply to all. Okay, so I no need to click. So every 5 seconds my slide will move. So this is how your slides will be moved. Anyway, this is not recommended to use. In case if you wanted to use for some photos where you are not explaining, you wanted to just run through the presentation automatically, that time you can set your time and leave it. So these are the some options which are available under transition. If you wanted to preview your slide settings or all your transitions, how it looks like, you can check here preview button. Next, animations. So here now entire slide we know how to set a transitions for the entire slide. Now within the slide I would like to have animations. So let me select, go here we have, right, your favorite vacation spot. Now I would like to come this as a fade. Now let me select this one, should come in the different, that is float in. This one should come wiped out. So this one should come. So whenever I present, I want one by one button should come instead of all favorite locations. I want one by one should come, and how that should come. Okay, so here we have various options. You can select it the way how you want it. If you see here how it is coming. So we have various options. Let me select this as well. Okay, now let me go to the slideshow mode. So this is how all are coming one by one. You see here. Okay, let me off my this one after 5 seconds and animations. Let me also clear sounds, which I do not want. No sounds, apply to all. Okay, apply to all. So whatever the changes I made, it is been applied to all the slides. Next option which we have available under animations. So animations, see, if you select animations directly, you don't get anything. For example, under animations, you want one by one. So here on click you want, right? So this should come on click. Okay. So duration, delay, if you wanted to delay, if you, after you click, if you wanted to delay for 50 seconds, you can do that. Okay. If you see here, go to preview. So this is how it is coming. Now I want blank slide should come, then I want one by one should come, right? So I'll say let me select for this one as well, select some bold reveal. So if I wanted to change my position, so here, see, as soon as you create a animation, right? You see here for each and every slide number below there is a star mark. That means this particular slide has animations being added. Animations are transition. So earlier, if you would have observed, there were no stars here. So whenever a star being added, so that means there is a animation or transition has been added to the particular slide. Okay, add animations. Here we have a similar way. There are various options. If you wanted to go for a more entrance animations, here various ones. If you want, you can select it. And if you wanted to add more emphasis effects, more exit effects. Exit effects means maybe we use that one in the end of this slide. So how that looks like, maybe I'll show you. Okay, so exit means this is how it is going to show. Okay, in case if you wanted to have something like this, you can use it. Maybe preferably a simple example I would like to explain. So whenever you go for a movie, the titles, one title will be coming from left side, one title will be coming from top, one title will be coming from bottom, one will be coming from right. So similar way you can do all those title settings in the PowerPoint presentation using animations. You see here, drop, you see here. So how that is working, float. Okay, see, that's up to you. It's all about you have to select the data and start using it. That is how you want. So reorder animations, move earlier. If you wanted to go back to the earlier, this is how you can move it. Now if you wanted to interchange these animations, right? So interchange means, for example, this one I would like to have it in the first. Okay, so what I can do, remove it. So by default it is going to the 1. So there are other animations painter we have, and animations pen we have. See here we have animation pens, right? So now I would like to have this one to be changed to the previous one. Effect, options, timing, hide, advanced, timeline, remove. If you wanted to remove also, you can remove it. So maybe start with the previous one, the and start after the previous one, the way how you want you can select it. Okay, here if you want you can switch it. Okay, for example this one, this is a sixth one I have, right? So I wanted to make it to the first. Okay, I am making it to the first. See here, this position is being changed. So however you want, you can change all these positions. First I want this, so let me show you preview. This is how it is coming, right? Earlier this was coming last because we have added animation in the last. This is how it will come. So you can also add multiple animations for the particular word or particular text or tab or anything. So here if you see, for the same text we have added two animations. If you see here, let me click on preview. So for this is coming like this, right? In the last, so if you see, if you observe here, see it is coming like this. Okay, so this is how, if you want, you can add for the same box or same selection multiple animations as well. Okay, so it's all about you need to select the text and creating animations. These are some of the beautiful options which are available under animations. See here, since I have a sample slides, I am showing you whatever is possible. So when it comes to the reality, so depends on the kind of data which you are using, then how you wanted to put it. See, some companies don't encourage to put too many animations or too many transitions. They would like to have simple and neat. Okay, some people would like to add more animations. It's all depends on the audience whom you are going to present. See, professionally, usually if you ask me, professionally we don't use all these animations, but yes, there are some cases. For example, I would like to have some fun event. I would like to have a presentation like kind of quiz I would like to conduct in the PowerPoint. Yes, the time I can add all these animations and transitions. Next, let me get into the slideshow. Under slideshow, we have options. So slideshow means once you prepare your presentation, this we have slides, right? So now I do not want to present like this. I would like to present. So here also we have option, and there is a shortcut key for presenting is F5. If we click on F5, so it will show as a your presentation. Maybe you should use combination of F5 sometime. Okay. So same options which are available under slideshow as well. So slideshow, here if you see, if you wanted to start slideshow from the beginning of the slide, from the first slide, and sometimes you will be somewhere here, right? You would like to start your presentation from the current slide. Okay, slideshow from the current slide, you can choose this one. In case if you wanted to present this presentation in the Teams, you can do that. And custom slideshow means if you wanted to create a custom slideshow, which are all the slides you wanted to have. For example, I would like to have only these many slides. Okay, custom slideshow. See, all the slides will not be visible. Okay, so I can say show. If I go to the first slide, then it is directly getting into the chart slide. Okay, so that is how you can create custom slide. For example, what is the point of using custom show? So custom show means, see here what I am trying to say. For example, you have a standard presentation prepared. Okay, now depends on the your audience or participants group, you would like to hide or you would like to, for example, let us take, I have a presentation prepared with multiple departments in the company. Let us take sales and marketing, HR department, finance department, what do you say, procuring department, all these. Now, one department slides I do not want to show to the my audience, but however this entire presentation has all the departments. Okay, so whenever you have that time, what you can do, you can hide. So you can say remove this and you can create a new slide. So I will say uh, except finance department. Okay, department. So whichever the slides you can select everything, and whichever the slides you do not want to show or whichever the slides you would like to show, you can create a custom slideshow and keep it. So if you click on this custom slideshow, only the selected slides will be showed as a your presentation. Okay, now how do we remove that one? Just go here and select remove it. In case if you wanted to edit it, okay, let me create it. For example, I felt that I have created this custom slideshow as one. Now I would like to edit some slides here. From here, if you want, you can remove it. If you wanted to move, this slide should come first. If you wanted to, this should come in the down. Okay, this and all you can adjust based on your requirement. Then whenever you select custom show, only those slides will be visible. Okay, next we have another option called we have as with coach. So this one, where do we use this one? Welcome to the PowerPoint presenter coach. So as you rehearse, we will give feedback about how you are presenting at the end. So you will see summary of our suggestions. So similar way, this is something which is available under Office 365. So once you present your presentation, right? So how we have AI, right? So this is going to give some suggestions how you wanted to, you could have been better, or how you would like to present in a better format or better way. Okay, next we have setup slideshow. So setup slideshow means, so presented by a speaker full screen, or browsed by an individual window, or browsed at a kiosk full screen. So here we have various settings which you wanted to select, you can select it. Next, record. So there is another option called hide slide. So for example, I have these 13 slides, right? So out of 13 slides, I do not want to show this particular slide. Okay, I can hide them. So if you see here, there is a strike mark on this particular numbers. So let me unhide this. So I would like to hide this fifth slide, and I would like to hide seventh slide as well. So whenever I do a slideshow, these slides will not be visible. Let me show you. Go to the slideshow. So chart 1, which we have hidden, right? If we go here, see my chart did not show. I went to 7th slide, but my chart was in the 5th slide. So that is how you can hide your slides if you do not want to show. Then we have a record option. If you wanted to record this PowerPoint presentation, you can do that. If you wanted to record from the uh, beginning, you can do. If you wanted to record from the present slide, you can do that as well. Then keep slides updated, use timings, play narrations, show media controls. So this, if you do not want anything, you can uncheck it. So next, monitor and primary monitor. So when you have a dual monitor where you wanted to project this presentation, obviously you can use. And if you wanted to use subtitles, yes, you can use. And subtitle settings also we have, where you want subtitles. For example, where do we use? Maybe you would have seen in YouTube videos, right? Whenever you are watching any video, under there will be a subtitles under bottom usually, right? So similar way in the PowerPoint presentation also you can add subtitles. Next, there is a record button. Under record button, so we have Cameo. I think I already explained you Cameo. If you wanted to record the video from the beginning, same options which we have available. And we can also use screen recording. So I'm currently using screen recording for recording these videos. This is very high quality and very easy to use as well. So I will show you how this we can record. If you see here, top of my, so 31 minutes I have already recorded. If I wanted to stop, I can stop it. Then if you wanted to clear recording, you can do that. If you wanted to save as a show, if you wanted to export this presentation as a video, that also you can do that. Okay, so these are the some of the ribbon buttons which we have covered in this video. That is design. If you wanted to change the theme of your slides, you can choose. And we have different variants like font color, font size, all this you can change it. And slide size, if you want, you can change it. And format background of the slides, all the slides. Next, under transition, if you wanted to change the transition of your slides, you can change that. If you wanted to add any sounds, you can add it as well. Next, under animations, so if you wanted to have text to text or some partial text you wanted to come first after click, all those animations you can add it. And some options which we covered under slideshow as well. If you wanted to show your slides from the beginning, from the current slide, if you wanted to present this in the Microsoft Teams, if you wanted to create custom slideshow as well, you can do that. If you wanted to hide any some slides, you can do that as well. Okay, if you wanted to add subtitles as well, you can do. Under record, we have record option. If you wanted to record the video, these are the some of the options which are available under design, transition, animation, slideshow, and record ribbon buttons. These are the 4 ribbon buttons which we covered. Then the next video we are going to cover review, view, ribbon buttons. Thank you.